question comes from the SAT chemistry subject test. We're asked, which species has the ground state electron configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6? In this video, I'm going to teach you how to use the periodic table, which you would be given on an exam like this, to determine electron configurations relatively quickly. So just looking at the periodic table, the leftmost two columns represent the S block. The right-hand side of the periodic table, excluding helium, are the P block. The transition metals make up the D block. And then down at the bottom, we have the F block. So let's go through and map out this electron configuration. So we're given 1s2, which is hydrogen and helium, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, and 3p6. So the element we should be looking at is argon, but this is not an option we're given. So let's go through each of these options to see which would be plausible. So for A, sulfide ion S2-, we are adding 2 electrons to sulfur. So sulfur is located in this column, but we're adding 2 electrons. So sulfur is actually chemically equivalent to argon in this ionic state. So let's remember sulfide ion as a possible option. Now let's go through and look at bromine. So bromine, you're adding a single electron for the ion. So we're going from this column, adding an electron. So bromine would actually be chemically equivalent to krypton. So bromide ion is not an option. And we know it's not neon because that would be ending at 2p6, so we can cross that option out. And then for chromium, chromium's way over here in the transition metals. So no matter what it is as an ion, it will not be chemically equivalent in this case. So we can go ahead and cross out the chromium ion. Next we have potassium atom. So this is actually in the next energy level. So that would be 4s1. So we know potassium atom is not going to work. So our first guess here is correct. We have A, sulfide ion S2- as the species for this ground state electron configuration. And of course, when you're doing a standardized test, you're going to kind of want to move as quickly as possible. So maybe you would just go, I'm confident with sulfide ion because I know that that is correct. You can select that answer and move forward. But here we have proven that it is indeed sulfide ion and there's no guessing required.